next scrapbook layout with the Eat, Play, Love collection. I'm going to follow this sketch, and I'm going to use this as flowers. I'm going to have some paper layers, and I'm going to have a 2-page spread. So we're really going to stretch that sketch. And that is from Shannon of She's Crafty 6x6 mini paper pad class. Although I'm not using 6x6, I like the sketch, so I'm going to use it. And you know, that's what sketches are for. Okay, so this is a Picture My Life card I'm going to use. I'm going to use some of the Candy Apple Red. Goes really well with the flowers. Enjoy the little things. I'm going to scrapbook a set of pictures from my daughter's honeymoon. Yeah, it's not a food related scrapbooking, although there is some nice lobster pictures here. So these are the photos, and I picked out just a few things. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be in there. To use for the layout. So I had some Picture My Life cards. And this is from the mix-in paper pad, and this is from the Play Love. Let's see, on the back is this blue, which would be really good for some borders, right? Really pretty, but I'm going to use the floral. Okay, and this one from the mix-in has just a wavy line on this side and the dashes on this side. I love the zip strip though. Okay, so I'll get started. Okay, so I totally changed directions. That sketch that I was going to use, I couldn't make it work, so I picked another one. I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to stencil my background to be like sun rays, because in the photos, you know, there's some really nice sunset effects. This one and this one. Okay, so I wanted to get that into the photo, or into my background. So I picked, I had one white, I got another white one, and I'm going to cover this with some more Distress Oxide. So these are the colors I'm going to use, and I'm going to go from the darkest color out. So this one has a title and the flowers here in this section. So I want to have them going out, and I don't want to have it real bright here. I want to go dark to light. Okay, so that's where I'm going. Get some washi tape to hold this down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to use the antique linen on the outside, the lightest. And hopefully that'll be enough. So I'll keep within that circle that I have started there. And I want to go real light, so we'll see how much ink we have on these tool I have here, the blender. And I can always lift it up and check and put it back down. I don't want it to be overpowering. Alright, so let's try this one. And if none of this shows, that's okay. You know, if I cover it up, it'll be darker color. So that looks really good. I like that a lot. It's just really subtle. Perfect. Alright, so now I gotta do the other one. Now these are kind of dry, so I'm gonna have to use a little more ink now.
Alright, I'll speed it up while I do this second part, and I just wanted to note that I used antique linen, mustard seed, spice marmalade, and the candied apple. I also wanted to note that the sketch I'm using is by Allison Davis. She did a 6x6 mini pad class, and it was from that, so that is why I didn't post a picture of it, because it was paid content.
And there we go. And this will be down here like this. Very nice, very subtle, just perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So this is the gist of what I have, and I really like it. I just need to cut my papers down and layer them and ink them, and then we'll be good. Let me put my photos on here to, I mean, I might not have them in this order, but really nice. I love this so much better. All right.
Okay, and adhering all of these pieces, I used the Mono Tombow liquid adhesive. It's a really good, nice glue. It gives you a little bit of time for wiggle room. And I used 3 of the papers that are 6x6, and then the little strips are 2x1. And I just used 3 of the designs, the blue, the red, and the brown. The brown is, I use both sides. That's a different pattern than the floral. That's the first brown that I used. And that's all I did, is just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's a really nice design. It looks pleasing to the eye. In the scrapbooking workshop, you also get this little baggie full of wood embellishments to match the paper collection, and there's a lot of cooking ones that are just adorable, and then there's also hearts and flowers. So I pulled out the hearts and the flowers to see what I wanted to use on my page, and off camera I had cut out, fussy cut, all these little flowers from that floral paper in the Eat, Play, Love collection, and they're just very soft and very pretty. So I'm going to use those as the embellishments in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. And I'm just laying them out to see how I wanted to stagger them, having, you know, equal amount in on both pages. And this little piece here, I had a mark on it and I couldn't get it erased, so I'm just fussy cut around the flowers, and then I'm going to use my cutter to cut along the to match the fussy cut line and cut along one of the journaling lines to get rid of that mark. And I love that cutter for that. It's really easy to cut out little sections like that correctly. So that worked really good, and now I'm just going to adhere everything. I'm also going to pull this really pretty yellow flower from the sticker sheet, and I use the powder from the embossing powder buddy to get rid of the adhesive on the back of the sticker so that I can use it until I lay it down. That red flower I don't use because I had added some of the pink oxide ink to it for the previous layout I had made, and it didn't go with this red one, so that one doesn't get used, but the yellow one does. And the yellow will bring your eye down to that left corner, because the title draws your eye up to the right or the top left corner, so it draws your eye diagonally down through the layout, which is a really nice effect. And because the photos are staggered evenly, there isn't one that is your main focus photo. They're all equally important. So that's why they're all the same size and matted on the same color and all in the same order. So it's just a little design tip there. If I had one that was a main focus, I might have double matted it or added a little more emphasis to it somehow, some way. Now I'm adding the wood embellishments, and that Tombow Mono holds them just fine. I was always using a stronger adhesive to it, but that Tombow Mono works great, and these are down solid. Other items to note is the blue zip strip I added to the top of the photo mats. Well, not the photo mats, the pattern paper at the top there. And we're almost done here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Close-ups are going to be shown. I add my journaling offline, and this was a really fun layout. I really like these papers. They can be used for so much more than just food photos, as the Eat, Play, Love may indicate. Okay, thank you. Have a great day, and stay tuned for more videos.